Create AI voice agents to get inbound phone calls or make outbound calls is super easy just using Vapi as a services. And even if you have knowledge about development, you can integrate those agents on your website. Just a sec. Hey.
Apologies if I wasn't clear. This is Ember from Agent Coverio. Did I catch you at a bad time, or can I briefly explain why I'm calling?
Yeah, you catch me in really bad time because I am middle there recording a YouTube video. I think it's not good time to get your call.
I understand. Sorry for the interruption. I'll end the call now. Have a great day.
Hey. In this video, we are going to learn how create and attach those agents to your phone number. We are going to use a Vapi free phone number, and we have to understand as well the advantages, disadvantages, and limitations. And what will be the possible use cases where you can use this free phone number. But something super important is you have to keep in mind the limitations. Also, I'm going to show you how you can integrate this on your website, because I want to provide to you a GitHub URL that you can download it and follow me in the implementation live. But let's see a quickly demo how the inbound calls work. We are going to test the inbound call. Here I have my phone number and I already set up the voice agent there. I'm going to explain to you this later, but this is just only to show you how this works. Here in my phone, I don't know if you can see, I already typed in the phone number. I'm gonna call this guy.
Ember, would you like a 30-second overview, or should I start with your top question?
Yeah, I have a question. Is possible integrate the voice agent on my website?
Agent Coverio primarily focuses on telephony-based voice agents. However, integrating with your website might be possible through custom development. Our team can explore this during the setup phase. Does that make sense?
Yeah, super cool. And can I also integrate on existing phone number?
Yes, you can keep your current number. We can either port or forward it to our system. In production, we help.
Super cool. This is a quick demo that what you can do with your phone, with the free phone number, but you can also integrate on existing number as well. This video is more focused on how test the inbound and outbound calls using the free phone number, but just to let you know, in the future you can integrate with any phone number. Let's set up this together. But first of all, there are two prerequisites. First of all, is needed as a Vapi account. It's totally requirement. After that, we have 11 Lab, right? That is optional because Vapi is a services specialized on voice agents and phone in calls in general. That's why we have here phone numbers, tools, assistants. It's more focused on implementation of the voice agent itself. And for the other side, 11 and could be a competitor because has also some features related with phone numbers and calls, but it's more focused on voices and services related with the voices. And in my opinion, the default voices provided by Vapi are pretty poor in quality, and 11 Line provides to you really good voices with different language. And that's why the first step that we are going to do in the setup is, after you have your accounts on both, we are going to set up a level up on Vapi. First of all, you have to understand those layouts change so much, but you have to go to developers section. There we have the create API key. We will need this API key to share with Vapi. Basically, you have to create here, assign a name, right, and assign a permission based on the services that you want to use. Would it be a text speech? Would it be a speech to speech? In this case, I will recommend to you access to all, but also it's important access to conversation and voices in write mode. Will be this way, this way, this way. This will be access to speak, access to test, voice generation as well. Music no will be used in this case, and just create the API key, assign a name based on your necessities. Cool. Once you have your API key, your copy and paste on here on Vapi, we have a section called integration, right? You are on the dashboard and click on more, click on integration. As I told you, those layouts change so much, but just keep in mind you have to search or look for to the integrations. And we have here the integration, the voice providers. We have a bunch of them, but in this case we are going to use Eleven Lab. Just paste in here the URL and click on save. This I already did, right? After you apply this, you can go to voice library, and here you have all the possible voices that you can use based on the provider. We have Vapi, and in this case I already set up on Eleven Lab before, but as I told you, it's up to you, but I have to say the quality is much better on Eleven Lab. Cool. We did the first step, and now we did the first step and the second one at the same time, because we already integrate Eleven Lab with Vapi. Let's do a quickly test, and let's do assistants and create assistant. I think I have here one, but just to show you, when you click on create assistant, you assign a name, and you can assign. I'm gonna choose one of these. This is a appointment scheduler, right? Click on create. Cool. We have this guy, and I would like to test it just to show you the difference of the quality between the Vapi voices and Eleven Lab. Let's click on talk to assistant. This will connect. This will fire a call.
Or calling wellness partners. This is Riley, your scheduling assistant.
Hey.
How may I help you today?
Hey, what can I do here?
Hi there. I'm here to help you with scheduling, confirming, rescheduling, or canceling appointments at Wellness Partners. I can also provide information about our services and answer any questions you might have. How can I assist you today?
Can I get some information about your services, please?
Of course. Wellness Partners offers a variety of services across multiple specialties. Here's a quick overview. Primary care. We provide annual physicals, illness visits, and follow-up appointments.
Okay, cool.
These typically last between...
How can I schedule a meeting?
Scheduling an appointment is easy. First, could you let me know what type of appointment you're looking to schedule? For example, is it a...
Yeah, now it was better than expected, to be honest. But now we are going to change to Eleven Lab. Here I will... Maybe this guy. Just testing again. Waiting a little bit. It's connecting.
Thank you for calling Wellness Partners. This is Riley, your scheduling assistant. How may I help you today?
Hey Riley, I would like to know what is your kind of services that you offer.
Of course, Wellness Partners offers a variety of services to meet your health needs. We have primary care, annual physicals, illness visits, and follow-ups.
Yeah, mate, how can I schedule a meeting, meeting or event, schedule appointment with you?
I'd be happy to help you schedule an appointment. Could you let me know what type of appointment you're looking to book?
What kind of appointment do you have?
We offer several types of appointments,
Yeah, as you can see, the quality is much better on Eleven Lab. But something that you have to keep in mind, we increase the cost per minute when we set up Eleven Lab. Here we can see how we are spending money by minute. And let's save this guy. And I think we are going to see the model. Yeah, here we have the prices, that the prices increase based on the Eleven Lab. We can decrease based on the model, the voice provider that we use, but just to keep in mind this stuff. Well, jumping to the setup. After that, the setup to to this video will be clone the GitHub project. Here you have the link, click on code and you can just clone it, or even you can download it if you want. Here you can download it. Super cool. Now we go to create a number. Vapi provide to us some free numbers only available to USA. To create those numbers, just click on create phone number, and here we have Vapi numbers or Vapi CAP. In this case we are going to use that, but you can also import phone number from another provider, for example Twilio. And here you have to set up area code, this will be easier, and click on create. After I already did that, and after you create this, you will get something similar to this. You will have something this. You will assign a label for the number. You are going to leave this phone number URLs as a default. The phone number will be provided, and you have to assign a system. Previously, we already create a system, an AI voice agent. I'm going to go deeper on the creation of the AI agents later, but here we just select what will be the assistant that we are going to use. And this is optional. You also can test the outbounds or make calls to only United States phone numbers. Now we are going to see limitation, because we already set up the number, and we are going to see limitations and fine letters. Only USA. This is something important to know, and if you want to call to another countries, you have to import number, for example Twilio to Vapi. And this is about the current how many simultaneous calls you can do, and it's only 10. It's inbounds and outbounds combinations. You can transfer to the human, but I think those limitations are the most important to keep in mind. As I will say, the phone free numbers provided to Vapi are super cool to demos. Let's say you develop AI voice agents and you want to expose this as a demo for your clients or friends or any stuff, and this is a really good way to do that. It's easy, quickly, and you can show your job super nice and quickly. Let's start with the inbound calls. The first step that we are going to use and we are going to do is create a system. That is something that we already did. Cool. For that we have this form, right? In this form we have a couple sections. For example, the model. We are going to set up some configuration about the model, such as the provider, the model itself, and here you can see how is the cost of the token based on time. You can set up the first mention of the model, but you have different way to face that. The speaker, assistant speaker, speak first. Say the agent say hello. This is Simeon, and start the conversation. Wait to the user, or a mix of both. Here is super important. This is the system prompt. The system prompt are the instructions that the AI model will follow in the middle of the conversation. Here you can set up tools to call, such as scheduling tools. Let's say if you want to get some information from the database, you have to set up here. You can also set up here the personality, what the agent can do, what cannot do, and even some goals. You can provide some goals to the agent here. More stuff related with that is you can add some files, kind of rack system, add the temperature just to avoid hallucination of how much randomness will be the agent. And here we have the voice. We already did that, but as I told you, here you can select the provider, the voice that you want. Something important here, you can click on add voice manually, and when you have your voice provided when you have, for example, let's say here, I have here a voice, I really like it. I just copy the voice ID and assign here if I want. And just save, and that's it. Set up the model, we are going to leave that as expected. But here, I'm going to use, left this away, I'm going to use a previous AI voice agent I already created using different prompt. I set up my voice agent, my voice provided by 11 Lab. Nothing fancy here, any tool connected, and I'm going to show you how you can connect on your website. In this case, we are going to use this guy, the GitHub repository. I expected at this point you clone my repository and start to work it together. And here, what you have to do is the same stuff. You have to create a .n file and assign a couple keys, important keys. And first of all, at this point, those related with the backend will be not necessary. In this case, only those public will be necessary. Let's start with the first one, is the public API key. The public API key you can find on API logs. Let's see where we can find this guy. I think will be API logs. Sorry guys, it's in this point, API keys, and you have your public key. You can create a new one and just create a name. You can assign which of the assistant allowed to use this, and you can click on select all. I already have one. I copy and paste and assign here. Okay, cool. After that, I have another variable or key that we have to search, but this is simple. Click on assistant, click on the system that you are going to use, and here in the URL you have the ID belongs to this agent, and also here you have a copy assistant ID button, and just click on there and paste here. And the final requirement will be the phone number ID, and the same, just click on or open the phone number that you want to use and copy this ID on the URL and paste here. Super cool. Well, I'm going to show you super quickly how this works. This implementation, I think, will be easier to use this. We have this documentation belongs to Vapi, how integrate on websites. Vapi, basically you have to download these packages using Node npm, and that's it. And how this works is this create a connection with Vapi as to access to the microphone and establish connection using WebSocket, right? And you have some events. You can listen to some events. For example, they call start, they call end, and the messages in real time. Basically, are the transcripts. Those are real time. And here you can see, for example, if you want to implement on simple HTML script or using React. In this case, this was my case. Cool guys, I already started my servers. My server went, but just to explain to you, you have to run this command, npm run dev, enter, and you will have this website running. Just click on start conversation, and we are going to create inbound calls using the web. This is the first way that how we are going to test the inbound call. Click on call the agent.
Agent Cover.io, this is Ember. Would you like a 30-second overview, or should I start with your top question?
Yeah, can you start with Tris? Give me the overview.
Sure thing. Of course, Agent Cover.io is a voice agent that answers calls on your own number, scales to handle multiple calls at once, runs outbound campaigns, and captures...
Cool. Even we got the transcript on real time. This is super cool. That is how you can do inbound calls from your web. If you want to use this as a template, I will appreciate it. I really like this because this you can modify in the future, but you have there the implementation, the core implementation itself. Another way how we can test the quickly the inbound calls is using here in the system, and we already did, but I'm going to do as well. Again, sorry, tool assistant. Click on tool assistant is connecting.
Cover.io, this is Ember. Would you like a 30-second overview, or should I start with your top question?
Yeah, sure. I would like to know if I can integrate Cover.io stuff on Argentina number.
Yes, you can integrate Agent Cover.io with an Argentine.
Yeah, super cool. This basically is the same because they are calling from the website, but here we are using the dashboard itself. And the last one is call using the phone, exactly what we already did. We are going to call.
Agent Coverio, this is Ember. Would you like a 30-second overview, or should I start with your top question?
Yeah, can you start with the top question? But I don't want to know more about your services.
Sure, I can give you a quick overview. Agent Cover.io.
Cool. We cover 3 different ways to test the inbound calls. The custom implementation on my website, calling with my phone, and using the dashboard. Now we are going to see the outbound calls, right? We want to our agent find calls and our agents make those calls. Will be a calls. But here we have a couple limitations. Basically, based on the documentation, if you go to phone calls, and here you have a different way to do phone calls. One of them is using the dashboard for sure, and also we can do using our own server. For example, here we have this example. It's basically using a fetch and just calling, right? But here with the free phone number, we have this issue. I already did for you, and this basically say that it's not allowed because it's free, and if you want to do that, just use a Twilio or stuff. Here, sorry. Here we have this. Vapi phone number are not supported for campaigns. Please import phone numbers from Twilio or other providers. If you do it with Twilio but using the free or trial account, you will get this error because it's only the trial accounts only make calls to verified numbers. In my case, my USA number is not verified, and if I want to do that, I want to basically pay. That's it. Saying that, how we can test or how we can make those calls. Here in phone number, we have this section, right? This section will be this number will call me to the number that I assign here using the assistant that I assign here. Let's say I have this another assistant, and I'm going to copy and paste my number. Just give me a couple seconds. Copy, right? I got here and made a call. Now waiting for the call.
Agent Coverio, this is Ember. Would you like a 30-second overview, or should I start with your top question?
Yeah, I just tested this call.
Understood. Here's a quick overview of Agent Coverio. Agent Coverio is a voice agent.
Cool. This is working as expected. If you like these kind of videos, I will ask you if you can subscribe to this channel, click on like, because this helped me so much. And also I would like to tell you, if you want to create voice agents, I have a special service where I can create to you those AI voice agents where you can do campaign for your clients or get inbound calls. Even if you want to learn how to create that, I can be your mentorship because I have a mentorship program. All this information is on the links on the description.